Hi guys, it's Regina. I'm actually doing a little bit of fluffing today. And what is fluffing? Basically, in the solo world, fluffing, it basically means that you're trying to get your flowers to bloom. Usually in shipment, the flowers get a little crumpled like this, and fluffing revives them. So remember, sola flowers are really delicate. They're kind of like coffee filters in a way that it does have some strength to it. So all the flowers have some strength to it. These are called almond flowers, but they're not made out of almonds. They're made out of the sola wood. And in order to get them in bloom, just like this, you're going to expose them to warm water. So, I mean, though, yes, they look really squished, but you know what? They're not damaged at all. They just need to be revived. So what we're doing right now is that we're going to dump, or dip, sorry, not dump. We're going to dip the flowers in this water. And right now, we're a little over 110 degrees. You shouldn't put it in boiling water because the flowers could actually fall apart if you expose them to really super hot water. So this is actually just warm to the touch. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take the flower. We're gonna take this flower. It could be loose or it could be stemmed like this. It doesn't matter, whatever process works for you. And then you're just going to ever so carefully dip them into the water, just like this. And you don't want to agitate it or anything like that. You just want to gently dip the flower so it's completely submerged in the warm water. And as you can see, this flower, all the petals are actually starting to open up. So again, you just want to gently dip it. And then if the flower petals come off like this, don't worry about it. You could always use hot glue to stick them back on. This works especially well if you're making a bouquet, or if you're actually like gluing the flowers down on something. You could definitely hide these pieces in the back. So now, since my flowers are completely, or my flower is completely submerged, I'm going to just shake off the excess, and then I'm going to lay them out on my towel. So again, if you are using a cookie drying rack, that's fine. Or if you're using puppy pads to soak up the water, that's okay too. Paper towels work. And you just want to make sure that your flowers have a place to rest and dry. So I'm actually going to put these on a cookie sheet and turn on the fan so they can dry. So as you can see, my flower is just soaking up all that warm water. And then you could either use your fingers, or if you really want to individually take care of each petal, you could actually take either a toothpick or a chopstick and like push them down. But I like using my fingers because I have more control over it. You might want to use, like, again, a chopstick or a toothpick if you have like the smaller petals, but these are really big actually. I wasn't really a fan of the almond flowers until recently. I thought they were a lot of hard work, but again, once you fluff your flowers with a little bit of warm water, they just kind of bloom. And I think this is actually really pretty. Instead of getting the squished ones like this, just a little warm water will do the trick. Now, how long do I allow my flowers to dry. Well, if you're dyeing any flowers, I usually recommend between 2 to 3 days. For fluffing your flowers, I also recommend around 2 to 3 days, depending how the humidity is in your area. You just want to make sure that all the water is dried up in your flower before you start putting them into centerpieces or bouquets, or else you're going to get a moldy flower. Because I mean, what can I say? These are natural flowers. So anyways, look how pretty that is. That's like perfect. I'm going to continue fluffing up these flowers, but if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.